Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
I have one shelf in my kitchen that I can't quite reach. I can stretch and stretch, but try as I might, I can't get something off that shelf. My arms are just a tad too short, maybe just a centimeter or two, but it might as well be a foot. So if I really want something from that shelf, I have to either get a step stool or preferably ask one of my 5'10" children to reach it for me. Not that I'm short, but they're just taller than me, and it's easier for them to reach it. So if they're standing there, it's much easier just to ask them. In reading Numbers recently, I ran across a conversation between Moses and God. The people, as usual, had been complaining. They were tired of manna day in and day out. They wanted meat. The problem was, they were in a desert, and there were 600,000 people to feed. So even though Moses had seen God providing food for the people on a daily basis, for some reason he still thought that the people were his responsibility. He was thinking how impossible it was to supply meat for all these people. Does that sound familiar? The disciples had the same problem, and they too thought the same way. I can't do this. But both the disciples and Moses knew where to take their overwhelming problem, to the Lord. Though God had promised to feed them, Moses babbled on and on about how impossible it was. The people among whom I am number 600,000 on foot, and you have said, I will give them meat that they may eat a whole month. Shall flocks and herds be slaughtered for them and be enough for them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them and be enough for them? And the Lord said to Moses, and this is in Numbers 11:23, is the Lord's arm too short? Now you will see whether or not what I say will come true for you. I love that picture. Moses' arm was definitely too short. It wasn't long enough to even say almost. It was nowhere near the reach it needed to be in order to feed the people even one bite of meat each, let alone satisfy them for an entire month. But God's reach is infinite. And providing quail that flew over and just dropped into camp and ended up 3 feet deep, that was easy for the Lord. So he says in Psalm 50, verse 10, for all the animals of the forest are mine, and I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. So when our arm is too short, whether by a centimeter or by a mile, we can call on him. In Psalm 50, verse 15, God says, call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. So whether it's a bill to be paid, a car that needs to be fixed, a roof that has a leak, or a health problem that's out of your control, there's no need to get upset. Just present your problem to the Lord. And remember, God's arm is not too short. Anything you need, physically, He can provide. This concept is also transferable to spiritual things. Just think about forgiveness. No matter what we do or how hard we try, we can't be perfect, nor can we clean up our lives from sin. All through the Old Testament, they tried. Being good didn't do it. Following all the rules didn't do it. Sacrificing animals didn't do it. We just have to face it. Our arms are way too short. But God stretched down His arm and did all that was necessary to save us, to cleanse us from sin, to provide us eternal life with Him. And not only that, but He provides us with what we need for our spirit to grow and thrive every single day. Peace, patience, joy, love, anything you need, He is able to provide. Just ask Him. He can reach into your life and provide it, no matter how out of reach it seems for you.
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to share a treasure God has given you by doing an episode, please contact us. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.